Welcome to IFES's Dialogues on Democracy, and thanks for listening. I'm Joseph Marcus, Communications Officer at IFES. In recognition of 2014's International Day of Democracy, I talked with IFES's Vice President for Programs, Michael Svetlik, about the evolution of democracy promotion and some of its challenges. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Joseph.
How has the democracy movement evolved since IFES's establishment in 1987?
Well, we've seen tremendous growth in the sheer number of countries that are practicing democratic elections, building democratic institutions, strong civil societies. IFES has been increasingly involved in working with a great range of countries into various stages of democratic development. We've experienced historic events such as the end of the Cold War and the collapse of the Soviet Union, the first election, post-apartheid elections in South Africa in the early 90s, and more recently the Arab Spring. We are part of a truly a movement of democratic institutions, the practice of elections, and providing citizens a meaningful voice in choosing their leaders.
What are the current challenges and opportunities for democracy building?
Certain countries have practiced democracy really in name only. Leaders have attempted to generate their legitimacy through pseudo-elections. So certainly that's a challenge to our movement. The other challenge, I think, is really the technological changes that have taken place. There is an immediacy of communication systems that simply didn't exist. People are sharing information. There are rising expectations that are often hard to meet because building democracy does take time. The opportunity that I see for us actually evolves out of that technology. We have a tremendous amount of information and data at our fingertips. There's exchange of lessons learned and best practices. There is an important, I think, movement of South-South cooperation. One good example comes from Latin America, where we've helped in the Guatemala and Dominican Republic and Paraguay collaborate and exchange experiences. Another opportunity, I think, is our interconnectedness through the growing community of organizations involved in democratic promotion to develop meaningful global standards. We've developed capacity building standards through the Bridge network. We've also focused attention on standards for the adjudication of electoral complaints. Our standards that we've developed are being applied in various regions of the world so that the voice of the people is appropriately represented in the outcomes of those elections.
Please describe some of IFES's greatest accomplishments over the past 27 years.
One of the ones that I'm really most proud of is our rapid response to post-conflict scenarios. We've worked under difficult circumstances, and we as an organization, as a group of professionals, have shown great resolve and commitment. From Bosnia to Timor-Leste to Iraq and to Afghanistan, our organization has worked to establish electoral management bodies where they didn't exist, worked with citizens to connect them to the peace-building process. The other accomplishment of which I'm proud is the networks of professional relationships that we as an organization have been able to develop. And through that work, through that relationship building, we are identified as a partner, a true partner in working for reform and developing responsive, resilient democratic institutions.
Well, what is one of your most memorable moments while working here?
One of my most memorable moments came in July 8th, 2011, when I stood in the hot sun in a dusty field and watched the flag of an independent South Sudan rise for the first time. It was a celebration that I think many had thought would never come, that brought an end to the 30-year civil war in that country. It's a bittersweet memory because there's been a return to conflict in South Sudan. But what I saw in July of 2011 gives me real hope that the will of the citizens to live in a free society can be achieved and maintained.
What would you like our supporters to think about as we mark International Day of Democracy?
It's cause for celebration. We should be celebrating the accomplishments. There's been breakthroughs, the true benefits that democracy brings to societies and provides citizens a meaningful voice. The bravery of men and women to choose the ballot box over continued conflict. It's a day also, I think, we reflect upon the work that still needs to be done. Preserving and deepening democracy, it takes work and it takes commitment.
For more information about IFES's work and role in promoting sustainable democracy, please visit our website, www.ifes.org.